Don't speak the language. Don't need explaining.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Dover International Raceway. Before we get started, stand by for the command, which already happened. Haha, nice job, me. 32 trucks are ready to take on this 1 mile oval dubbed the Monster Mile. Practice times were a little bit more evened out despite that 88 and 98 on the front row. Notice the bottom worked a lot better than what we expected. So I believe, of course, Crafton and Starter will be there, but I expect some new names in that top 3, or maybe some other names that just don't spend time in the lead. We're going to run through the top 10 starting lineup. Of course, as you can see, Sauter is on the pole. Crafton is second. Eric Jones is third. Timothy Peters is fourth. Ty Dillon is fifth. Ben Kennedy is sixth. John West Townley is seventh. Norm Benning is eighth. Mingus is ninth. And Brian Silas is in 10th. There's your top 10. As the trucks round 3 and 4 for the final time, with Johnny Sauter ready to take us to the green. Should be a fun 20-lap race. Hopefully no one wrecks. If they do, that's unfortunate, but we know one of 32 will end up in victory lane. We're about to find out. Johnny Sauter leads us to the line. Green flag is out at Dover. There's a flyby of all the cars diving down into turn 1. Sauter already with a great lead. I think that is Eric Jones getting by Matt Crafton. As I said, it's going to take a little bit for that outside lane to work, but Crafton is falling way back on the outside. Ty Dillon is now moving Eric Jones for second place. You see the cars are going to be packed like, really, for most of this first part of the race. For maybe 2 or 3 laps, they'll be like this, but as time goes on, they'll start to spread out. Like you see in the back, it's already happening here in the back. Ooh, one car almost in the wall. That was Spencer Gallagher, but they're already 3 wide in the back here. It's starting to happen right there. So things are not... Ooh, wow, Eric Jones. I'm not sure what happened to him. He must have fallen back a lot. Fortunately, I missed it. Is John West Townley is in second. Matt Crafton also fell back a lot. We'll get a replay later, maybe after the race if I can remember. But currently it is Townley second, Mingus third. And here are these names that I was saying might not... Like Scott Lagacy Jr. has not been at the front at all. Mingus has spent a little bit of time in the top 5 and top 10 running solidly, but this is the first time these two have even seen the leader. I think Sauter's going to have some really healthy competition here. I highly doubt that he's going to dominate this race. Ooh, Ray Black Jr. almost getting into the wall there. That was close. See Mingus and Lagacy Jr. running a little bit of a higher line. Perhaps that outside line is starting to come in a little earlier than we thought. A 3-truck breakaway here. It's actually really surprising. I did not think the difference would be this huge. Of course, there's Ben Kennedy, but Timothy Peters and Matt Crafton are nowhere to be seen. As a matter of fact, Crafton all the way back in 15th. Peters even further back. You can see him there, possibly 20th. And Mingus is actually chopped down that lead by a 10th and a half. So things going well for that very, I wouldn't say underfunded, just a disadvantaged truck. They don't have a lot of sponsorship for themselves. One on the hood, and they are right on the bumper of Johnny Sauter. We might see a lead change here. He dives under Sauter. Sauter's, of course, going to take a defensive line. But mind you, Sauter's been running the bottom the whole time. I don't think his truck is accustomed to the top. He's going to fight back on the outside a little bit, but looks like Mingus is going to make both lanes work. Oh, Sauter crosses him over, and he's going to try and take the lead right back. That's allowing Scott Lagacy Jr. to catch up a little bit. Sauter takes it back, but this is not over. Mingus is accustomed to that high line. Oh, now Scott Lagacy Jr. is getting around him. That's his change for second. And now Ben Kennedy is back. And look at Jennifer Jo Cobb. Cobb has not had a lot of luck lately at all. It's nice to see her in the top 5. As now it's a 5-car breakaway. These guys battling for the lead has allowed some cars to catch up. Some on the high, some on the low. It looks like Ben Kennedy is going to go around Mingus here to take 4th. See, throughout the pack, there are some scattered... Oh, Cobb backing up a little early there. Looks like she might have just messed up the entry a little bit. We got more battling scattered throughout the pack. Crafton is not having fun right now. He and Peters, 2 trucks that have thoroughly dominated so far. Mostly Crafton, really, but Peters has been way at the front most of the times. They are struggling so far outside the top 15 as they try to work around Daniel Suarez here. Should make easy work, but they have got quite a bit of work. Not sure if Reddick got the wall there. And as I miss Johnny Sauter getting away. Now, Mingus and Lagasse have both been overtaken by Ben Kennedy. Not for long. These guys don't look like, guys and girl, I should say, don't look like they're too content with staying behind this 11. Lagasse was passed, but he is still sticking right with him. Ooh, he is under him. He's peeking. He's not doing anything. Don't forget, Cobb is there too. Mingus was passed by Silas, who started back in 10th. And now they're fighting. All the while, you see some of our regulars, Eric Jones and Ty Dillon, who spent a healthy amount of time at the front, are on their way to the front. Looks like Kennedy is cleared, and look at this. Cobb is second. Ooh, close to contact there between Mingus and Lagasse. So these guys battling has allowed Sauter to stay out front for longer, but I don't think Sauter has the best truck. I think Kennedy had a better truck. Mingus did. Mingus is back to fourth actually. He's coming back for more. And this race has gone by fairly quick. We already have 6 laps to go. Sauter is leading. He's led every lap so far, but this is far from over. Kennedy is closing. Closing fast, actually. He could set up a pass within this next lap here. He gets to the corner so much better. You see how much lower? He's about half a lane lower, and he makes it stick and gets that outside, or gets that run off the corner you'd expect from the outside lane. Chops the lead from 2.5 tenths down to just a tenth. He's looking low here. No lift. He's just staying right on his bumper. Get a little bit of a run through the field there. Right on him. This is huge. 98 gets a little high. Whoa, takes the air off of him. Here comes Kennedy to the lead. 5 laps to go. Now we saw Mingus take the lead from Sauter, but Sauter crossed under. And it's not going to happen this time because there's Cobb and there's Mingus again. 4-way battle for the lead. Cobb looking under Ben Kennedy trying to take it. Mingus looking under Cobb. We're 3 wide for the lead. 4 to go this time. Kennedy has to let off, and it will be Mingus in the lead. I don't know his first name. What's his first name? It doesn't say. Cool. Mingus in the lead, and who is this? It's Scott Lagasse Jr. He's back at the front. Sauter's back in second. It is very close. Sauter's looking under Mingus. Still fighting. Sauter, after losing 4 positions, is back again. And here comes Ty Dillon. It is a huge brawl for the lead now. 3 more times. Spreading out. It is not over. Sauter has the lead, but the race is not his yet. Ben Kennedy coming back to the front, getting under Cobb and getting a great run 2 more times around. And the entire field has caught back up. Mingus seems to be the only guy hanging with Sauter. They seem to be separating themselves from the field. Lap and a half to go. 1.5 miles left for Sauter. He's got to hold off a charging, I'm just going to call him Matt, a charging Matt Mingus. He looks under him. He's going to get him right here. White flag. They're side by side. Sauter is fighting hard on the outside, but the inside lane is just too strong. Mingus completes the pass. Here comes a run by Ben Kennedy, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I think Mingus just made the pass for the win. And coming out of turn 4, we're going to see a guy that hasn't spent time in the top 5 at all. It will be Mingus taking the checkered flag. What an exciting finish. There were a lot of lead changes in that last 6 laps. Sauter had led every single lap, but I think, oh my goodness, we had at least 4 different leaders on that last exchange. What an incredible finish. What an incredible drive by Mingus. He started at the front, and he was the only car at the beginning of the race to contend with Johnny Sauter. And in the end, he was able to do that. We're going to check the finishing result. We're going to check, sorry, your family yelling. We're going to check the finishing results. Daniel Suarez snuck into the top 5. I did not even see Daniel Suarez. He snuck his way in there. The 88 of Crafton ended up 6th. That's interesting. Wow, okay. Timothy Peters ended up 8th. Did I miss something? Wow, okay, a lot of these guys snuck their way into the top 10 late. But Sauter, Heartbreaker led a lot of the laps. Uh, where did Cobb finish 7th? Really solid run for her. That's it for Dover. This was a pretty exciting race, actually. All these truck races have been really good. I downgraded Crafton and uh, Sauter, if you couldn't tell. But Crafton, I don't know why. I guess he qualified deeper. And no, he's qualified on the outside. I don't know. I guess it's because he started on the outside or what. But maybe I should bring him up a little bit because I killed him a little too much. Gotta stay realistic, you know. But I think that really helped. If I'd done that for the earlier races, it would have been more exciting. But hey, they were all good races, and this one was no exception. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. I will see you on the next video.